It's a symbol for our policemen that we're not going to comply.
It's the new accessory for any Canadian.
Being a coconut makes me feel very proud. I've never been more privileged in my life for being a Canadian citizen. Mwah!
Justin Trudeau has said that this is a crowd of fringe racists with unacceptable views.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
He can see that himself. He can see the French community right here getting united.
You live in a city now, if you're from Edmonton, where they've banned honking. Are bagpipes in the mix?
Absolutely. We got to think of some new ways to bring some noise down here. So 100%. Absolutely.
Why not honk? I think we have to make a statement, right?
I was actually whistling, and people actually gave me the finger while I was whistling. Can you believe it? I have a whistle.
Whistle. Blow it. Sheila Gunn, Reid for Rebel News, and I'm here at the Alberta Legislature for the third truck convoy in a row against the remaining lockdown restrictions here in Alberta, but also in Canada. This is part of a larger convoy movement all across the country. In fact, just today, this Saturday, Rebel News has 13 journalists in 9 different cities and towns across the country covering the convoy movement, including the Convoy for Freedom in Ottawa as it settles in to begin its third week in the nation's capital. We've also got journalists embedded in the border blockade at Coots and with supporters of the blockade in Coots over at Milk River, Alberta, 20 kilometers up the road. We've got a team of journalists right now at the Ambassador Bridge, where just this morning, Saturday morning, police were moving in on peaceful protesters after threats from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to use any means necessary to clear access to Detroit as the world watches. You can support our independent journalism from all across the country at convoyreports.com. Now, to get here today, it was a bit of an adventure. I actually ended up swept into this convoy where I spent 45 minutes of my life that I'll never forget. And then once I finally got clear of the convoy, I ended up in a Liberty March with about 3,000 people. And all of this before I parked my car and got up here. Now, in Alberta, this is the capital, someone's rolling coal. We've escaped some of the more onerous provincial and municipal restrictions on the convoys. There have been no mass arrests and no tickets. However, just yesterday, in response to the joyful symphony of honking that takes place at these convoy events, the city of Edmonton sought an injunction to prevent honking each week for a couple of hours because, unlike other cities, in Edmonton, there's no ongoing protest. It's just a once-a-week Saturday, couple hours of honking. But apparently that's just a bridge too far here in Edmonton, a city that routinely does absolutely nothing every time Extinction Rebellion grinds the capital city to a halt. Despite the ban on honking, I hear a lot of honking. There's a lot of honking fun. I wonder if there will be honking tickets. Let's head out into the crowd and check it out. Why'd you come down here with your bagpipes?
Freedom, basically. Freedom, respecting everyone's decision to be responsible for themselves. And my forebears fought and died in World War I, World War II, and if they were able to go over the top for what they believed in, then the least I could do was come down here and support everyone. So, that's why I'm here.
We're fighting for our kids.
Yeah, we're showing our support. We've had enough of these mandates.
Now, you might get a ticket for honking.
I don't care.
Lay on the horn for me, big guy. What do you think about what's happening at the Ambassador Bridge? The police are moving in on peaceful protesters there.
Well, honestly, I think it's noble of the Canadians to stand up and, do what we're doing. However, we maybe should let a little traffic through because we don't want to mess everything up. We're trying to make a point here, and I think everyone here is trying to be reasonable. We just need the government to come talk to us. We need the government to come, parlay. So it would be a good option to actually open up the bridge just a little, just enough so that traffic can get through. But, we should still keep making our point.
Do you think Trudeau is going to start mass arresting them down there?
I really hope not, because I'm not sure it's going to win him any points to do that. I think Canadians are really, really upset, and I think they're going to push back.
Tell me about your gas can.
Actually, one of the trucks were giving them away.
Awesome.
It was great. Fabulous. This is to stand with the truckers. It's because they are stealing their fuel, so it's a symbol for our policemen that we're not going to comply. I was a support worker. I worked for the company 8 years. Now they put me on a leave of absence. I worked very hard for that company, and Mr. Trudeau made me lose my job. And I'm not going. I came from North Africa for freedom here. And look, I cannot even go to church. Mr. Trudeau, you can wait.
It's the new accessory for any Canadian.
And we love rebels. We love you guys. You stood with Christians when Pastor Arthur and Pastor James Coates were in jail.
Yes.
You stood more than other Christians did. We are so thankful and we pray for you guys.
Rebel News, we love you.
Yes!
I want to ask you about what it's like to be a white supremacist.
Well, being a coconut makes me feel very proud. I've never been more privileged in my life for being a Canadian citizen. Mwah! You know, what can I say? This is a great day to be a Canadian. A great feeling in here, man. This is my country. We're taking it back, yo.
We are here to show our support for Canadians United. Yeah, and all these mandates should go back. Like, it shouldn't be mandate.
Now, you're giving away coffee and samosas? You're feeding the crowd?
Yeah, that's our faith. Wherever injustice happens, we gotta stand for that. And in any way we can help, we can show our sports. That's one of the way to do it.
Now, Justin Trudeau has said that this is a crowd of fringe racists with unacceptable views.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
He can see that himself. He can see the French community right here getting united. Yeah. So he gotta go.
If you look around, there's everybody of all ages here. There's people of all different religions, people of all different cultural backgrounds. And it's really nice to see everybody standing together. Honestly, I think Trudeau's kind of afraid right now, and he's really trying to downplay this and to make it seem like something small. And I think he's trying to make everybody afraid to come out too. But yeah, if you look around, there's a lot of Canadians here today. So I'm really proud to be here and supporting everything and the truckers.
Edmonton's mayor has banned honking, but I don't think anybody's listening. Why do you think he did that? It's only 3 hours a week that there's honking.
Oh, I think it's fine. Why not?
Why not ban the honking, or why not honk?
Why not honk? I think we have to make a statement, right? So I think it's important. I think all of us are so done with 2 years of mandates. It's time to quit right now.
I have to be nice about this?
No.
Oh, well, I think he's a jerk, just to put it nice. Mind you, any politician that's been in office for more than 2 terms doesn't belong there as far as I'm concerned. They're too comfortable, and they quit listening to the people.
Well, Edmonton's mayor was Justin Trudeau's natural resources minister, so.
That explains a lot, doesn't it now?
That's what I just heard, what he's trying to do. And the way that they've silenced us for 2 years and tried to keep us on our knees is what this means about taking honking away. They're still trying to silence us. No more. We've had it. No more. I think they're empty threats to keep intimidating the public so that we stand down, and we're not going to take it anymore.
It's absolutely awful. I am not in favor of that at all.
There's only honking for a couple hours a week, and this is, I mean, they honk for a bit and then they go away. It seems like a crackdown on the fun part of the protest.
Yes, I was actually whistling, and people actually gave me the finger while I was whistling. Can you believe it? I have a whistle.
Whistle. Blow it. You live in a city now, if you're from Edmonton, where they've banned honking. Are bagpipes in the mix?
Absolutely. We got to think of some new ways to bring some noise down here. So 100%. Absolutely.
I think that's a wrap for me here in Edmonton. It's a street party here. There's thousands of people to that direction. Thank you. Thousands of people behind me, thousands on the plaza. And even though the city of Edmonton had banned honking well in advance of this protest, as you can see, the honking will continue until freedom improves. Here at the Alberta Legislature for the third trucking convoy in a row against COVID lockdown restrictions, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Rebel News currently has reporters today on Saturday in 9 cities across Canada covering the ongoing convoy protests against the lockdown restrictions here in Canada. To support our independent journalism and to see all of our coverage, please visit convoyreports.com.